western region of Namibia is almost without exception arid land. From the northern border with Angola to its southern limits, the landscape barely changes. Dunes, sand and stones take up an area of over 250,000 square kilometers, more than 1/3 of the entire country. This is the oldest desert in the world, a dry region where 14 years may go by without a single drop of rain falling. An unforgiving landscape where nature demonstrates the extent to which animals and plants are able to adapt and conquer one of the most extreme ecosystems on the planet, the Namib Desert. To the south of the Quiseb River, which flows into the Atlantic after crossing the desert, lies the National Park of Namib-Naukluft, an immense sea of land stretching right to the coast with dunes up to 300 meters high. Within this desert, beneath the monumental pyramids of sand, one of the largest diamond deposits in the world can be found, carried here 1 million years ago from South Africa by the waters of the Orange River. Hidden between the coast and the dunes, the Namib contains another very different natural treasure. At the northernmost point of the park, protected by the desert, lies the Bay of Sandwich. Beneath the burning sun, life flourishes in the lagoon of brackish waters, a mixture of seawater and the fresh water that emerges from under the dunes. A colony of flamingos has here found the shelter they need to raise their young. The waters are rich in algae and crustaceans, and the sea influences the temperature. In the desert, the difference in temperature in the course of a single day can be 20 degrees centigrade, while here it never varies more than 6 degrees. Although the flamingos can withstand temperatures as high as 68 degrees centigrade and as low as 30 degrees below zero, other species in the bay are not as resistant and would die in such extreme conditions. The rich life along these coasts is due to the Benguela Sea Current, which paradoxically originates in the freezing waters of the Antarctic Ocean. From there it flows north beneath the warm Atlantic waters, eventually reaching the west coast of Africa. The continental landmass forces these waters rich in nutrients to the surface, and the coasts swarm with phytoplankton and zooplankton, a natural paradise for fish and for the many birds which, like these avocets, feed in the waters of the bay. Many species feed on the plankton and the fish, but the flamingo is perhaps the most sophisticated in the way it extracts nutrition from the water. Its feet stir up the sea bottom, while the thousands of tiny plaques along its beak filter the water, in some species up to 20 times a second. At the side of the lagoon, like a protective wall, the desert dunes rise up. This is the most inhospitable landscape in the Namib. No predator would dare cross it on land. They would certainly die. Nonetheless, the flamingos are always instinctively on the alert, and at the slightest hint of danger, will fly up to the safety of the air.